Hello and welcome back to the channel where we are building a video game from scratch using Love2d and Lua. Today is a low energy day for me. I had a big like 15-hour workday today, so I'm toast. But I think what we're gonna try to work on here is we've got our bats tracking us and attacking us. I think in order to start the road to the demo and finish the dungeon here, we have to... I want to create like a little cave. Like a little cave like this that the bats can fly out of. So it'll be... Oh god. It'll be like a little cave that they can come out of, like a spawning point for them. So this first room will only have one bat come out. And once you cleanse it, it'll trigger a new bat to come out of the cave so that you don't get swarmed by 3 all at once, but you kind of can take them on one at a time. So in order to do that, we probably need to make... We either need to make a new state for our bat or update the idle state. Well, yeah. Idle should remain idle, right? We shouldn't be adding movement to that. So maybe we can just make a bat spawn state. And the bat spawn doesn't track the player, but it just takes a direction and kind of moves straight out and then switches into the pursue state, which is the walk state here. So let's make a new state for our bats, and we'll call it bat spawn state. I always forget how to do this. Includes equals base state. So basically all this is going to do, you know, because we need different directions for the bat to come out, right? So like maybe the cave's on the right side, so the bat moves left into frame, or the cave's on the top side, so the bat moves down into frame. So that'll probably be like a parameter in the init. So we've got this state, we need to include it. Okay, bat spawn state included. We also need to allow our entity to have this state. So once we make our bat, we need to give it a bat spawn state and have it return this state that we're defining. Okay. So we've got the state. It doesn't do anything at the moment. If, you know, maybe we just start assuming that there's a cave on the right and the bat's going to fly left. And then after 4 seconds, let's say, or whatever, change to walk state, which will then pursue the player. Sorry for the low energy. I'd had a big day. We'll have to remember to commit in the next 18 minutes so we don't miss our GitHub commit for the day. Okay. So for right now, let's just say, you know, right here for how do we do this? We're saying, okay, so the way it works is we insert into our entities table whatever entity we have. Then we cycle through all of our entities, and here we're saying if we're a type bat, give us all of those states. But then we're changing to entity idle right away. So we could leave it like this, and then maybe, I don't know. I kind of think we should change, if it's a bat, just change it to entity walk right away. Because here, yeah, let's just change it to walk if it's a bat, because the bat doesn't start idle. Geckos do, but bats do not. So if our type is a bat, we're going to change to bat spawn state. So bat spawn. Okay. So let's take a look at our walk state and see what we need to require in the init and everything so that we can take the entity, ingest all its data, and then render it at its proper location, right? So it's double underscore here. That's what I messed up. Maybe I got it. Let's see. If we do bat spawn state. Oh, see, I knew I messed it up. I always mess something up in there. So it's underscore underscore includes base state. Okay. So the init takes in an optional scene parameter as well as the entity itself. And we snag the entity from the parameter. We have a state name just for debugging purposes, so this will be spawn. And then the rest of this stuff we might be able to copy over. And you know what? I want to look something up real quick. How to copy and paste in the buffers between the buffers for tmux. Because it drives me crazy. I can't just yank and paste in a different buffer. So I'm going to look that up real quick because that's been an issue for months. Okay. It's saying if we do Control R followed by double quote. Or we can set the clipboard to unnamed plus in the init vim config. You know, Control R followed by double quotes to paste. How come I didn't think of that sooner? So, yank, swap, control, I already forgot it. Control R, double quote. Control R. And Control R, double quote. Okay, that didn't work. NeoVim's clipboard settings might affect how you interact with the system clipboard. You might need to configure NeoVim to use it with settings set clipboard unnamed plus. So maybe that's the move. So what does that do? This unnamed plus corresponds to the plus register, which interacts with system clipboard. Now, is that a NeoVim thing or a Tmux thing? By default, Tmux doesn't handle clipboard here. Tmux doesn't handle clipboard operations between panes. However, you can use plugins like Tmux Yank or Clipboard to manage clipboard operations across Tmux. These plugins can synchronize the clipboard across panes. Tmux Yank. Okay. Let's see what Tmux Yank is all about. Look at this. I've already clicked on it. Okay. So this should be in our tmux.conf. We just need to set plugin Tmux Yank. TPM plugin. I don't know how to install. Yeah, we'd have to source file and see if it installs. It's been a while since I've tried that. So let's see if we can go into this Tmux conf. Oh, yeah. Okay. See, look, I have the clipboard unnamed plus. Maybe that was... Oh my gosh. Then I try to paste it, and it doesn't work. Okay. Set plugin, Tmux plugins, Tmux Yank. We write it. And then let's source our Tmux conf. Invalid option. Invalid option. God, that's a lot of errors. Source file. Tmux. Oh, type this inside Tmux. Okay. So you don't source it like it's like a bash RC or anything, but let's see, Tmux attach, and we can do the old... not what I wanted, man. This one. Tmux source file. Tmux conf. Really, man. Tmux source file. Tmux conf. What did I mess up? That should be it. I do have... I feel like I've got the Tmux plugin manager. List of plugins. Let's see. TPM? Do we... If we don't have TPM, then we need to install it. Oh, come on. We don't have TPM. Okay. Oh, Lordy. It's like I'm literally just trying to get paste to work, you know? Okay. Let's not use TPM. Let's just git clone the repo and we'll put it wherever we want. Clone path. Okay. Okay. So we'll try this. I'm gonna leave this on screen here so I can see it. Okay. So what the heck, man? My keyboard isn't even working. What the? Yo, it's time to commit already, and we haven't done anything. Okay. Git clone. We're gonna put it in. We have to make the folder first. Shoot. So let's. We're gonna make a folder called Tmux plugins. Go into that folder, make a folder called yank, and then we're gonna git clone into our Tmux plugins folder, into our yank directory. Does it need the final slash there? No. Okay. So let's try this. And... okay. Cloning into yank. Looks like it's done. Then we need to add a file to our Tmux conf. So we'll do... we have to add... run shell for our Tmux plugins yank.tmux. It looks like the path has one more file. So inside the yank folder, it's the yank tmux. Okay. So we write that, then we reload our tmux environment by saying tmux source file, and we source the tmux conf. Son of a... It's just source file. Pretty sure. Source file. Dot tmux conf. Son of a... Okay. We have to... I'm gonna commit the new spawn state before midnight so we don't miss out on a green dot. So I'm just gonna say added that spawn state. Okay. So what is going on with our install? Tmux source file. Run it. This is what we tried. If you're already in tmux, yeah, that's what we tried. Source file, tmux conf. Can't open file. Okay. Let's try it just from the terminal. Tmux source file, tmux conf. Okay. Okay, let's see if it worked. Okay, we're gonna yank this. We're gonna make a new buffer. We're gonna go here and try to paste it. Son of a bitch. Oh my god. Why, man? Why? That's not it. Okay. Maybe it's something in our NeoVim config? Man, I don't know. Where the hell's our NeoVim config? I'm literally just trying to get paste to work. That's all I'm trying to do. Okay, see, I'm thinking something over here. We might have done... Maybe leader P is it. That might be it. Okay, we're looking for the Vim key map set. No. What the flip? Do we have to do... Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, there's... Leader... Maybe it's leader yank there. So leader yank to go to clipboard. Leader P... No. Son of a bitch, man. We have this. What the heck is this? We say leader Y in normal mode is yank to the special register. Let me just see what this does. Well, I do know we have clipboard is unnamed plus. I'm missing an N. So that might be affecting it in our... Would that be what? Configured in the init vim unnamed plus? I don't see that here. I know we had it in our tmux. Okay. We might just... If this doesn't work, if this vim opt clipboard append unnamed plus... Oh God. That doesn't work. We're gonna have a heart attack. Vim opt clipboard append unnamed plus. What, do we have to resource that? Let's do... No wonder I didn't get it fixed, because it's like spending this much time on getting copy and paste working is just the stupidest thing ever. Okay, so let's leader yank this. And then we'll split. And we'll try to paste it in another buffer with leader paste. Okay, that worked. Okay. Now, if we were to just yank it, yank and paste. Okay, that works now. We don't have to copy to system clipboard. Okay, so now does that mean I can paste into tmux from my system clipboard with leader P? So if I just P, it has the tmux session, but if I leader P, it doesn't do the clipboard. Okay. Leader P. Okay. Well. I mean, I do Because it's like what we just tried to do with the tmux manager. I try to just paste it into tmux and it just wouldn't do it. So I would like the ability to do that. Clipboard unnamed plus tells NeoVim to use the system's clipboard as its default register for copy, yank, and paste. So if I try to copy this and paste, yeah, it's a different. Oh. Okay. Okay, well, I can Control V and paste the clipboard. So we at least have that. We just can't do it with the paste shortcut. That's okay. Okay. What was I even doing? Oh my gosh, I'm exhausted. We're building out our bat spawn state. Now, I'm going to reference our bat walk state. And we need a couple of things, like we need to pull in our walk speed for our bat. That's so nice that that just works now. Okay. Now, we don't need the get distance to player function, but we do need where we update our bat's position by its walk speed. So we'll do this in the update function, where we'll say we're just going to scale our walk speed by delta time. We don't have an offset X or offset Y. And then we also don't scale by dx and dy. Actually, yeah, we do. So we can just set a dx dy here, like a negative 5 dx just for a test, and say, let's just put our entity dx times our walk speed times delta time. Okay, so in a bat spawn state, we should have a negative dx because that's what we give it. And then when we update, we should be moving left because we're updating our x position by that negative dx value. Then we need to render, which is just like that. Now, do we have to create animations? Yeah, I think we do. For whatever reason, we can't render without an error unless we create animations in the state itself. I don't get why, but we'll say that our entity has the animations, and we do this when we initialize every entity. We say we create these animations in this table, but it just doesn't work for whatever reason unless we manually do it in the state itself. So this should be okay for rendering our bat spawn state. We just need to trigger the spawn state instead of the entity state. So let's change to bat spawn state as soon as we are in idle state if our entity is a bat. So we'll go out into our idle state, and instead of changing the state based on a timer, we're going to say if our entity is of type bat, then we're gonna change our state to be the bat spawn state. Okay. Okay, so now the bats that we have, since they get changed to idle state first, and since they are of type bat, they should change to bat spawn, which should move them all left instead of idling. Okay. I can't even read what error we got just there. Process AI. Oh, we need a process AI function. Yeah, so even though our walk state doesn't do any processing of the AI, without that function, it just crashes. So we do need a process AI function for the bat spawn state. And why don't we just put the entity update in the process AI? Okay, let's see. They should move left. Okay, well, they moved down. We must have put DY in there somewhere. No, we didn't. Okay, if we don't change our Y position, what happens? We just don't move. Self-entity walk speed. Okay, what the flip? So after a certain time, I think they would track us, but they don't seem to be doing that. Let's print up I want to print up the, let's do love.graphics draw, and what we want to draw is a string of the self-entity state machine's current state name. And we'll just draw it at our own position, just to make sure we're in the spawn state, which I think we are. It's not draw, it is print. Yeah. Okay, so we're in the spawn state. I don't know why we are moving down. We must have a DY somewhere. Well, no, it's the walk speed. So if we just modify the X by the walk speed, does it move us left? Hey, Redston, what's up? Hey, it does. Okay. Doing okay, Redstone. How are you doing? I'm very tired, but we're making it work. Oh, we forgot the entity here. Entity DX, okay. So then when we multiply this, it should give us a leftward movement for the bat. Nice, okay. Okay, that's way too fast, so maybe this is 1. Nice. Yeah, maybe 0.8 or something, because this is when they fly out of the cave to come attack us. So let's also set a timer here. Let's just have a timer. Let's have it called Pursue Timer. Okay. Let's say after 4 seconds, we're going to trigger the pursue state. So in our AI, we're going to increment our timer. Now, if our pursue timer is greater than our trigger, then we're going to change our state to be the pursue state. So change state, and it's actually called bat walk. So we're looking for 4 seconds of moving left, and then pursuing the player. So 1, 2, 3, nice, and then they go and chase us. Okay. Been thinking about going to some gaming events to show off your game in public. Yeah, you definitely should. Yeah, it's very what's the word for it? Humbling, or no? When you give your game to somebody and they just like cannot figure out how to play it, and you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't even make it playable. Yeah, eye-opening. Yeah, to get some random people to play it, and you're like, wow, my game design is not very apparent, or my controls aren't very intuitive, or all that stuff. Oh, come on, man. I don't know why we're crashing there. Entity idle state, attempt to index local anima nil value. We didn't change anything in here. So the thing is, this is the error we get whenever we don't create our animations for the entity, but this was working. And when we initialize our entities, we do create the animations, I'm pretty sure. Like in our where is it? Map declarations here. We do create animations. Yeah, see? We go for every entity. Depending on its type, we run the create animations method given the entity def's animations table. So yeah, today's been a long day for me, so it is definitely a quiet day. Yeah, I want to call it here soon because I'm just very tired. Okay, I don't know why all of a sudden we're crashing on. We don't have any geckos at the moment, so we're crashing on the bat entity once we kind of entity idle state. So it's re-triggering its entity idle state, but we trigger the pursue state right away from that. Unless... we might have to... No, I don't know what. Because it's crashing here on the current animation, but we don't change this table at all. So... I don't know. Yeah, you haven't slept yet. I don't know how long that means, but I hope you get some rest soon. Yeah, I've been up. Yeah, I was up at 5:30 and I had like a 14-hour shift for work because of all the travel. So what breaks this? If we take out this change state here, does it go back to working? Because we should be... See, why are we even spawning? We don't even change to spawn. What the heck? What the heck? Why are we even spawning? Oh, we do it here. Okay, so if we just go back to idle, we don't crash. Okay, so what's the difference? Why do we crash on the spawn state and not the idle state? We're doing this... Oh. Bat spawn. Okay, so if we're type bat... Now, this is only in the declaration, so this happens like once we change to bat spawn state. So why is it saying we crash on the idle state? Oh, well... Let's try to do this in an else. Entity idle. We do have that entity idle state for our bat as well as our gecko. Let's just see. So yeah, we're spawning. Son of a gun. Entity idle state. See, so it's we're crashing on the idle state, but we're not changing to the idle state in that scenario because all of them are of type bat. Let's put the entity idle at the end here. I don't think that'll make a difference, but that's the only thing that's different between our geckos and our bats. Okay. State machine 60 and function render. Yeah, it's that anim. So why in our bat spawn, the only thing I could think of is that we're not doing the create animations in the entity, but we just were working. Yeah, Redstone, the what's cool about Lua comments is you can do, it's like this, right? But if you do it, you know, it's either the double dash like this for a single line one, or a multi-line looks like this. But what I really like about the multi-line one is you can put in an extra dash to trigger it on and off. So it's like commented, and then you can enable it with just one thing right there. So I like that about Lua. Okay. The only thing I'm thinking of is let's try to see if it fixes it, and then we'll probably just figure out how to permanently fix it tomorrow. So for the entity idle state, we don't have let's turn this back on and see. So we change state to a bat spawn, and so we shouldn't be in idle. So if we leave and come back, we still crash because the entity idle. So instead of doing this, because we changed this when we initialize them. So let's get rid of that, and let's just say, just to see if this fixes it, because we probably have to dive deeper and fix this permanently. But what if we assign, if our entities dot type is equal to bat, then we're gonna create animations, and this action is what prevents the current animation from being a nil value when we go to draw it. So since all our entities are bats, I'm hoping this stops the crashing. It doesn't. All right. I got no idea then. What did we change? The only thing we really changed was this right here when we do this right here where we say change state to bat spawn if we're a bat. So let's just go back to, all we do is we change our state to entity idle, and let's see what happens. We should not crash now. Okay. Even if they're pursuing, we leave, we come back, they're reset. That works fine. So let's do something in the entity idle state where we just switch it there. So we're going to say if our entity's type is bat, then go ahead and just change your state to bat pursue. No, bat spawn. Okay. And does this crash us? Yes. What the fuck? Then in our bat spawn, we run the create animations. We snag the current animation. Yeah, I don't see what's going on here. Self-entity change state. Self-entity change state. Yes. Yeah, I might just call it for the night, because I do not understand why it's not working. It's fine if we don't change our state, but as soon as we add another state, we're crashing, and I don't get it. If we change state to entity idle, see, because it's almost like, let's just try this where we say if we're a gecko, we're going to change their state to entity idle. So if we're type gecko, we're going to change state to idle. But if we are type bat, we're going to change state to bat. Spawn. We're still crashing on an entity idle state, but we're not even in that state. So what's going on? If we don't even change to entity idle state, do we still crash there? Because why would any of them be? Yeah, why is this happening? Oh my goodness. Okay, this is it. This is the reason. So if we're a bat, we need to change our state to the original state, which is pursue, not idle. So that's the issue. Yeah. So let's do this. If we're a gecko, we change to idle, but if we're a bat, we're going to change to bat. Spawn. I think what I want to do is give a string of the original state that we pass in so that we can just change state to the original state, because I don't like this branching logic. But now when we spawn, we should be bat spawn, and we shouldn't have those issues anymore. Son of a... It didn't crash on the idle state, which is good. Bat spawn state, we really crash on that same stupid junk. But we're... What the heck, dude? We're creating animations. We're drawing out the current animation, so why are you mad? If it's good enough for you right here, why is it not good enough for you when we reset? It is. What the fuck? Okay, well, we're not crashing anymore, so... Was it really this? When we reassign our animations table, you don't like it? Okay, whatever, dude. We don't need that anyway, so we'll get rid of that. Okay. So it looks like we've got... Yeah, it looks like we've got a spawn state, which right now just takes about 4 seconds to change from spawn to attack. So tomorrow what we're going to be doing is making sure that these bats are rendering above things like the treasure chest here, because right now they're rendering under it. And also we need to make sure that they render over the top level tile layer, like down here. So they need to render above everything essentially, since they're higher up. So that'll be tomorrow. We'll get those spawn state working, and then we'll probably do a little bit of pixel art for the cave so that they can fly out of the cave, and then we'll add options for the spawn state. So depending on which side of the wall the cave is mounted, the bats will fly out in a different direction before they start pursuing. And then we can respawn once there's no bats on screen, sort of deal. So I'm gonna look at the git diff because I find stuff I don't want whenever I do. So yeah, I think we do want to do handle the change state for the reset original position a little bit differently based on an original state string. Why is this commented out? Let's uncomment that out so that our geckos don't crash. Okay. Yeah, let's comment that out so the geckos don't crash, and then map declarations. Yeah. Okay. And this is, I like this better, where it's like after we declare the type, then we just change the default state right here. So we would do something like, entities index I dot original state gets bat spawn, you know, something like that. And then what we can do, you know, we would set the original state, then we would change state to be the dot original state. And then when we reset the position, we just reset to the string of the original state. So we don't have to kind of nest certain states for certain entity types. We just say, go back to your original state. I think that's good. And then, yeah. Let's say that we added spawn state movement for bat enemies. Sweet. All right, I'll call it a night. Let's run our credits here and find someone to raid. Let's see. Yeah, we'll hit up Brightside. Thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll hopefully get some more work done on the way to finishing the demo for the game. If you want to play the game, the current build, well, a build from 2 months ago is up on Tashio.dev. It works on the phone, but we'll be updating it shortly. Once we get bats in here, we'll redeploy, update the mobile deployment so that we can play on the phone with bats and pushables. So, thanks for watching. Have a good night. I'll be back tomorrow.